Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Long Dark. I hope your day is going better than Astrid's. And I say that because while she's surviving, yeah, you wouldn't exactly call her living her best life, would you? So, what are we doing? Let's see, I'm trying to remember what happened yesterday, just for a brief summary. Shot 4 wolves, stuffed them into a meat curing box, and let me see what else. We're basically trading, trying to get the bushcraft bow and the wolfskin head covering. And I have two options. I can either continue grinding the trades or head off and do something else, but I really would like those two blueprints. Anyway, let's see what progress we can make today. Oh, today we're probably going to have to shoot the bear again. What am I doing? Loading the game. Yeah, good idea to load the game. And what time of day is it? Oh, it's relatively early in the morning. What am I carrying that is stinky? It's typically food. Ah, it's food. Oh, I also forgot. Yesterday, Astrid had a dose of food poisoning, which is kind of scary. Hello, Tiago Math. My Discord is linked in the my Discord link is in my personal information on Twitch. Feel free to hop along to Discord and introduce yourself. What's the weather like outside, I wonder? I can't remember what trades I have set up. Do I have any trades set up? I'm not sure that I do I? Well, it could be worse outside, I suppose. Most of the meat has now been cooked. Actually, I should finish that off. Do I have any? I do. You know what? Let's just finish off the cooking process. Yeah.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
It would be nice to get this pile out the way. This is reserved for rabbit pies, of course. And that's the last of the rotten meat pile. That does not sound appetizing, does it? And hopefully that will last long enough that we can Oh, great. We're going to have... Yeah, cross our fingers. Alright. That meat pile has been bothering me for ages. Now all I've got is the cooked, rotting meat pile.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
And the dried meat, rotting meat pile. And yeah, there's the acceptable rabbit pies. Unfortunately, rockfish doesn't have vitamin C in it, so it's actually a bit pointless eating it, but I ought to. Let's see if we can get our water out here. After all the trouble I went to build that cupboard, it's a pain in the bottom. Right, what next? Let's see. Yeah, these are the wolves from yesterday. This is the meat that's curing. And there's our salt pile. Let's see. I don't think I had any trades. No active trades. So we're now waiting for the next Aurora so that we can set that up and cross fingers we get something worthwhile out of it. And it does occur to me if the fire is still going, let's make some oil, I think. Oh, no, that's it. We have used up all our fat. Well, apart from a little tiny bit. So if I need to make more pemmican, and I use ruined fat to do it. And it's only midday, and we have achieved things. Right, let's go and have a little look and see what's happening on the ice, because I still can't remember what day I shot I nearly went straight forward. That would have been a pain, literally. Well, seeing as I've gone to all the trouble, I might as well take bear meat with me. I nearly forgot to do my usual check to see if there's the moose over there. Or the bear down there. And let's see if we have a bear on the ice. Should be relatively free of wolves, seeing as we slaughtered them yesterday. Shooting the bear now has simply become a case of, oh, I could use the skin. And I would like to see if it is around without attracting too much attention. So yeah, the 3 wolves over here. Turns out, if you can lure them in, this is actually a pretty good place to shoot them, because they run round. They can't get to you. If you're standing at the end here, they can't get to you. So they run round and come straight up here, which makes them quite easy shots. And they all dropped dead in that sort of area. So, with nothing much else to do until the next aurora, I might as well do a little beach combing. And the only reason really I might... Actually, I'm going to try and hold off shooting the bear that lives over there. Because I don't really need it. I certainly don't need the meat. I've got a better case for making, for taking deer down. Although I could stick most of that bear into a meat gearing box. But I have better travelling food than cured meat now. Pemmican. And this commentary really is for those who sort of happen along the stream later. The bear in this region, I've actually seen it on the ice at the same time as this one. It does, if you smell enough, it'll come on the ice. And that was interesting. I wish I could have gotten a decent screenshot, but there were 2 wolves in the same shot. My thinking is, if I steer well clear of this region over here, I should be able to spot. Oh, that's a deer. 2 deer. And you don't realize that I just made a mistake. I hadn't checked the temperature. Alright, let's see what we can find along the shoreline. How many arrows and axes do we think we'll find?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh! That's disconcerting. There are wolves over there now. That's a really fast respawn. If that's what it is. Oh, for heaven's sake. Arrows. Oh, that is seriously glitched. This is acceptable. You basically pick up the fish so that other stuff can respawn, but those wolves are a pain. Those are right where I lured them in.
Wonder if I can drop any of this.
Shot them. And if you don't move these, they basically stack up, and that's undesirable. Okay, so we got a hatchet and some arrows. As if I don't have enough arrows. Let's see if I can approach this from this angle. Nope. Apparently that's not going to be... Yeah. Don't want to fall through the ice. I wish, instead of hatchets, it would occasionally give me something like a knife. Even though you can... Okay, that's from last time, I think. I hope.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, it's getting late. I ought to head back. Especially seeing as I have to negotiate aggressively with wolves on the way back. Possibly. Kind of tempting to see if I can't persuade a deer to charge in the direction of the wolves, and the off chance that maybe they'll be distracted. Yeah, over there, you see. not going to cooperate. I don't particularly want to get into a fight with wolves, and well, I really just don't need to get involved with a fight with wolves if I can avoid it. Some of you may remember the time I got into a gunfight on the ice here. I think it was something like 6 wolves. Every so often you get to do something, in quotes, exciting like that in this game. I have shot my way into and out of a cannery during this run. That was interesting. Oh great, got a blizzard coming up. I do not want a blizzard. I don't think I have any wood here, but I'll check. I've not been in here, have I?
This'll come in handy.
I could have sworn I'd checked all these. I don't want to have to deal with this. This was unplanned, and I've only got 1 piece of wood, which means, what time of day is it? I am going to have to probably take my chances, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that because I'm really not equipped to stay out. So we will head this way and hope I don't run into any particularly serious trouble. This is not optimum. And if the bear is genuinely around, that could be a problem. My best bet is to head for the shoreline. So at least I can follow the shoreline. See, the problem is, if I had stayed in that fishing hut, yes, I could have lit a fire for a brief time. The chances are it would have gotten cold and I would have started freezing to death, and then I have little choice but to try and head out at night in a blizzard and try and get home or get to some place where it's safer. probably made a mistake going out while it was snowing. I really didn't expect this. In principle, if I just keep going this way, I know I keep making changes. Oh, please don't tell me I've been going around in circles. That would not be good. The shoreline should be off to my left. I have... You're kidding me. I managed to go in a complete circle. Oh, that's not good. That is really, really, really seriously not good. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I went in a complete circle. Alright. Okay, so the good news is I can warm up briefly. Yeah, I can. Well, this has turned into an unfolding disaster. Holy moly! I am in real trouble now.
One little fire.
Okay, so we're good for a few hours. Might as well fish for my dinner. Oh, thank goodness.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
A push come to shove, I could probably make it. But that gives you some idea. I thought I was heading that way and edging towards the shoreline. And I didn't. I ended up making a complete turn. And there are wolves over there. So with a bit of luck, and it is going to take luck.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, great. I could have actually used that Aurora back in the garage. Okay. Cross fingers. Excuse me a moment. Why did I go out? Ooh, that's not good. Okay. We managed, somehow, to survive the night. Ah! That was... Because I don't want to stink up too much, I'm afraid I'm going to have to drop the fish. So this will attract every predator for a significant distance. Wolves are over there. And it's not cold. So this is the direction I thought I was heading in. That is a deer, right? Yeah. This is the direction I thought I was heading in. I wasn't actually heading for that. I forgot that was there. But... yeah. I basically went on... I probably went past that. And I thought I'd end up on the coastline, but then I made a couple of course corrections off to my left. And I didn't think they were that great course corrections. And yet, it had me in a complete circle. And of course, the interesting thing about that is that this is exactly the kind of thing that can happen in a real blizzard. Now, grant you, in this, I could have kept going in a straight line, and I probably would have been all right. But as the weather worsened, I wanted to be closer to the shoreline. Yeah. And in the process made a complete circle, and I got lucky in that it took me straight back there, and that was pure luck. What I would have done otherwise is actually turn straight that way, get onto the road, and then either head in that direction or in this direction, because that way you know you're going to come across shelter, even though you may be half dead by the time you get there. The danger being, of course, that along that road you seem to be perpetually walking towards there or walking away from it with it following you. But oh well, we made it. Had that been an all-night blizzard, that would have been bad. As it is, I'd used up all my firewood with the exception of a book, which I don't think I technically need. There are some books I still need. If I go to reload ammunition back at Bleak Inlet, I would ideally prefer that I had somewhat better skills at gunsmithing, which I do not have at the moment. Of course, I don't actually have much need to go to Bleak Inlet to do the reloading, because I've almost exclusively been using the bow. It is really irritating that we had the Aurora last night, and I needed that to advance trading. This
pack is getting kind of heavy.
And we're back. And unfortunately, it appears as though the coffee is galloping through my system rather faster than I expected. This happens sometimes. Oh, excuse me. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes and I'll be right back. Good morning, Anna. How are you doing? Welcome back. I hope everything is going well for you. You missed the fun bit. I got caught out in a blizzard, which was not how I intended the day going. Well, the night going. Got down to minus 30 degrees centigrade, and I had just enough wood. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I had just enough wood to tide me over until the end of the blizzard. Oh, I'm sorry about that. You would have been proud of me. I didn't panic, even though in the middle of the blizzard, I'm trying to get home through the blizzard because I've got time, and I made a complete circle in the blizzard and ended right back where I started. And I got very lucky. I didn't think I'd gone in a circle. I thought I'd edged to the left, and edging to the left was a complete circle, which is mine a nightmare. Fortunately, I ended back at the fishing hut I'd started from. And as I said, I had just enough wood to get through the blizzard. And then I had an aurora. But yeah, it was not fun. You even managed to do some fishing. It was so cold, the fire lasted forever. Let's see how much damage I did to my clothing. Decent. New. No, only decent. New? Oh, okay, I came out of this moderately okay. I just need to fix the gauntlets, which have taken a beating. Oh, I forgot to check. What are my boots? No, boots are okay. Ish. I was so lucky. If I hadn't picked up a piece of cedar from the shoreline, I don't know that I would have survived that. I would have had to head out and I don't know. I probably wouldn't have survived it. It was fairly close. Uh, I don't know if I actually need. I don't know if reading. I did find some more matches though. Turns out I hadn't properly searched the fishing huts. I hadn't actually been there. Oh, and I found another couple of axes. For the collection. Oh. Oh. I think that's 15 axes. Oh, and some more arrows. My arrow drawer is getting full. 43 arrowheads. 23 of which I've basically found, not counting all the others, so to speak. Oh, turned out all right. Uh, oh, and we have wolves on the ice. Those 3 I shot yesterday. Yeah, they've been replaced by those 3. I'm not sure if they're the same ones that were over here. What am I doing? Why am I going out again onto the ice when really I ought to see if I can't think of something more constructive to do. Actually, the reason I'm out here, I guess, is because I want to make sure that bear is not present. Do you know what I can do? I can start filling the other meat curing box because I think I'm going to need deer skins. And last I checked, there were deer at the back of the garage. Because hauling the travois over the ice and the road is quite wearing on it. But of course, they're going to be... Oh, I need sticks. That's how desperate things got. I had to use up all my 11 sticks. It seems the deer have very wisely elected to stay away from me. How's Chad feeling? Oh, grief. Poor fella.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Astrid, shut up. Hey, Chad. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm always pretty tired. My weird sleep patterns don't help. I've been trying to reset them and it hasn't been working. I'll try again this weekend. But, as I was just telling your significant other, Chad, you both missed the adventure in the blizzard where I managed to go in a complete circle and end up back where I started with, as it turns out, just barely enough wood to get through the worst of the blizzard. If the blizzard had lasted a bit longer, there was a very good chance I would have had to set out and hope that I could find my way home at night in the middle of a blizzard again. It's one of those situations where if I'd... could I have survived? Yes, I probably would have survived if I'd done everything pretty much exactly right, but fortunately I didn't have to worry too much about that. The biggest problems, apart from the blizzard, was the wolves that were nearby, although they seem to have migrated over this way. Maybe. Oh, yeah. It wasn't the worst time I've had in a blizzard, as Anna will testify. I think that was the worst case of getting lost in a blizzard I think I might ever have experienced. That whole unexpectedly finding I had returned to my starting point. Yeah, that was about as bad a misstep as I've ever made in a blizzard. Hey Tony, welcome back. How is your pizza? Do you know what I need, though? I need to start thinking about doing another fishing expedition. Ah, well. Oh no, you were there for the end of Vintage Story, weren't you, Anna? Yeah, you missed the bit where um one of my chickens has laid eggs and is in the process of hatching them. So chicken breeding is underway. Oh, I finished off everything is cooked except for the rabbits. And the rabbits, of course, are for rabbit pie. So, yeah. Look, my rancid, rotten meat pile is gone. Now it has been replaced by the... Oh, that's a shame. Yes, now all the rancid, rotten meat has now been replaced by yeah, all the rancid, raw, rotten meat has been replaced by increasingly rancid and cooked rotten meat. So that's my meat pile here, and that one. Oh, and I made oil for a change. Okay, I should actually have a quick look and see
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
if what I might be running out of. I have to be in the mood for pizza. It's not something I would want to eat every day. Heresy, I know. Let's smooth that out. Transfer that somewhere else. Put this in. Oh, blast. I don't have enough space. Nah, I would... Like I say, I like it. But I would have to be... I have to be in the mood, so to speak. Oh, I keep forgetting. She didn't get much sleep last night, what with one thing and another, so... Where am I going to put my firewood? I'll just drop the firewood here. You know what? I'm going to do a quick... Okay, so I've got 2 deerskins. Okay, that's not too bad. I've put a cured moose hide still. I am very tempted to remanufacture that. Do I only have 1 rabbit pelt? That's slightly concerning. No, I don't. I have more than that. Okay. Wolf hide, of course, is really not a problem. I've got more wolf hide than I know what to do with. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to remanufacture the moose skin. Yeah. Let's let her catch up with her sleep. Oh no! Why do you have a feeling your internet is going to get turned off? Although I can obviously think of reasons why that might be the case, and I hope that's not the case. Or is it just local repairs? Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. I'm afraid it sounds like it. Well, we made it through another night, and so what repairs have I got upcoming? First one is, of course, the travois. Actually, yeah, that's down to 70% already. And the boots. So two repairs, and I'm out of deer hide. I do need. Why can't I make? Why can't I make boots and a travois out of wolfskin? And where are the deer that were so convenient to hear a couple of days ago? Oh. This weather does not bode well. Nope, it doesn't. Well, have you, Anna, considered setting up a GoFundMe or something like that? I think I'm going to remanufacture this. It's ludicrous what I'm about to do.
This pack is is getting kind of heavy.
I didn't realize I had 59 gut. Oh. Have you, and I'm sure you have, and I almost hate to suggest it, considered approaching a local charity? See if there's anything someone can do to help. For food, if nothing else. There is a place near here that I used extensively several years ago, where you could go and you could get a cup of tea, biscuits, lunch, food. They would hand out food parcels, that kind of thing. But we also had a local church, I think, that would do breakfasts and that sort of thing. Oh, I'm sorry about that. To be honest, I didn't think they would help with internet. What I mean is just anything to help. Um, oh no. Oh grief. Yes. Sorry.
The voice on the radio is back. Here's my best stuff right now.
Oh, he's got wool long johns. Oh, great. 20 harvestable plants. Okay, we'll go with that. Those are the best in the game. And you know what? I'm gonna get... Oh, I can only get one? Ah! Wool long johns. That is actually really handy. And we'll go for the canned pineapple. And the old mill flour. I don't need salt. Yeah. Wool long johns. Best in the game. Why won't it let me pick 2 of them? I have no idea, but okay.
Right.
Yeah, all I can suggest is what would work in this country. And like I say, it's been helpful to me in the past. Hang on, did anybody except me see what's a rifle shell casing doing there?
More.
No, but I do need the long johns because they're warmer than the ones I've got. They're the red long johns. They're the red ones. I mean, if memory serves, the red long johns are the warmest in the game, so I definitely want those. Ah, yeah, I mean, like I say, I know what I would do in your position, and it's something I have done here. But you know what your local area is like better than I do. Yeah, but I hadn't seen it. I've been here how long? And I mean, I don't really need it, I suppose, but it's just funny. It's like finding a rifle, leaning in a corner. Oh, wait a minute, I've done that. Oh dear. Sorry about that. One trick I used to do when I wanted better internet, I actually went and talked to my next door neighbor, who I knew moderately well, and basically asked to borrow theirs. And they said, yeah, absolutely. Here's the password. Go right ahead. I don't know if that's a situation you could appeal to. Um, it's not something I would ever advise somebody else to do, to share your internet. Oh, grief. Darn. If I was a more successful YouTuber, I could certainly do something to help, but I can't. Hang on, thinking, what am I doing? Oh, grief. Um, I've got a question, Anna. Do you know um any YouTubers who might do a live stream with the purpose of donating super chats to you? Because if I had the subscribership, I would do that in a heartbeat. Um, but I'm wondering if you know anyone who's more successful than me who might do something like that. I've certainly seen other people use their platform to assist others in moving house, getting first month and first and last month and deposit, that kind of thing. I don't know. Because I don't know any YouTubers, of any particular size. Um, you could just try. Have you? Are there any that you have interacted with even that might be sympathetic? You don't necessarily have to know them. Simply say, look, here's my situation. Can you help through a live stream and super chats? It's a thought. It's the only one I've got, unfortunately, apart from a GoFundMe. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you fiddle the game to remake your moose hide cloak. Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean they couldn't help you and help themselves. Hang on a second. Let me have a little. I'm trying. Yeah. Here's the thing. Um, they could do something like that and say split the proceeds of the super chats, maybe. Um, there are charity. Okay, here's another one. Work with me here. There are charity YouTubers. Now, granted, when you Mr. Beast is considered to be a charity YouTuber, when we all know Mr. Beast is well, yeah. But are there any others who might be in a position to, if you approach them, say, look, I really need help. Is there anything you could help me with? Because don't forget, if it's part and parcel of what they do, they would still benefit and you might benefit. Um, that's the only thing I can think of. Mr. Beast is not somebody I would approach because, yeah, he's yeah, well, I don't think he's ever helped anybody unless he gets to make money off of it, if you know what I mean. Oh, I didn't realize those were deerskin pants. Huh. Why did I not realize those were deerskin pants? And like that, light has fallen. No, what I mean is do a search. Approach somebody at random. Do in other words, make a do a do a. I mean, I mean, I just, you know. I'm trying to come across, think of somebody who might be suitable. I don't know any, but yeah, I'm trying to think of a suitable search. I mean, I just did a search for charity YouTubers. Okay, Mr. Beast was at the top. There's the Vlog Brothers, but they're known for fun. Yeah, the thing is they funded. They supposedly have raised millions for charities and for funding health projects in Sierra Leone. Mark Rober, autism awareness. Team Water, a collaborative project with over 3,000 creators. You see, if you might, Zachary Dereniowski apparently focuses on mental health and giving back. Here's the thing. What you might have to do is sell your situation to some of these and basically treat it like a job search type of thing. But that's the best that's the best I can do. But The problem is they're all big, which means they're doing it as much for which I'm sorry, the cynic in me says they're all big and well known, so they're not they're doing it for themselves as much for the charity. I mean, I'm sure some of them who do whatever, they make as much money as they give away. Possibly. I don't know. But you are looking for something individual, aren't you? That's the problem. Best I don't know anybody. If I can ask around uh, within my limited circle. I mean, apart from the Long Dark and Vintage Story, I will see if Brickage I think is certainly better connected than I am. Maybe if you don't mind, I could approach him and say, because he knows you've talked to Brickage. I could ask and see what he might suggest. I'm not sure if there's anything else I can think of. That's about the best I can do for now, I'm afraid.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Okay, I'll have a word and see, because I will almost certainly talk to him today, and I'll put it out and see what he says, or I'll post in Discord. Would you mind if I posted on Discord? Because I know a couple of the Warframe crowd go there. Sometimes. Right. Yeah. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. But that's about as much as I can do. Wait a second. Anna, I hate to make assumptions, but you go to church, do you not? Or is that an invalid assumption on my part? Right. Sorry, this should be regarded as my formal potty break, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right, and I am back. Bladder freshly emptied. In case anybody wonders, no, I don't have diabetes. I just have a 60-year-old bladder. Right, what do I need for... Oh, I need harvestable plants, don't I? Let's see. So, that's easy. That's easy. Got that. This is the bit. 20 harvestable plants. Now, do acorns count? Because I can go on an acorn hunt. Ah, do you know what? I might have it. Let's have a look-see. Let's see what I've got. And will it show? Are acorns an acceptable trade? Harvestable plants. Let's see what I've got. Oops. No, it simply says any harvestable plants. Because I could definitely manage that, I think. I mean, I could give him birch bark. I could give him my 2 rose hips. It says any harvestable plants. Does anybody know for sure what this harvestable plant? Yeah, actually, there is a search for that. The Long Dark Trader harvestable plants. Birch bark, rose hips, burdock. That was a year ago. Cattails don't count. Acorn doesn't. Mushrooms count. Mushrooms count. Birch bark. Beard lichen works too. I could trade him my mushrooms. I mean, I'm not really using them. Let's go on a bit of a forage. I almost never use reishi mushrooms, but if birch bark counts, that would be handy because that's a nicely replenishable resource. And I don't need the birch bark so much at the moment. Oh, great. Hey, Acronymus, how you doing? Welcome to the Long Dark. Okay, acorns don't count. Mushrooms do. I could just trade in with mushrooms. Mushrooms and birch bark. I would still have some mushrooms left over. It's worth a possibility, isn't it? Oh, congratulations. How many ranks above me is that now? Yeah, oh grief, those walls are entirely too close for comfort. case anybody's wondering, I'm on rank 19 and a half. Legendary rank... Legendary rank 6 is roughly equivalent to level 36, I think. How long have you been playing Warframe, Acronymus? I'm going to steer well clear of that island until I can be sure that the bear is alive. Oh, there's another... Oh, there's 2 more wolves. Great. So a bit of beach combing for birch bark just became a little bit more... Right. So, 11 years. That's almost as long as the game's been out. Oh, the blizzard did not wash up new stuff. Oh, apart from a hatchet. And
Any of this gear.
more fishing tackle. Yeah, I don't know who Turtle Biscuit is. I hate to think how many thousands of hours you have in the game. You're kidding me. I think that is something like 16 axes I've got.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I didn't leave anything lying around in here at any point. Oh, apparently I left some cured gut. Field dressing your kill, frozen angler, none of which I need. Oh! I have 2 more axes in here. Oh, grief. Ooh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's right. I did a fairly extensive stay here, didn't I? After rabbits. Oil and axes and arrows. 3 things I have in plentiful supply. And here I am, beachcombing for birch bark. Hello? What's that?
I'll take it.
Is that a body? And have I checked it? I must have done. Yep. Yeah, I know. Salt too. Yes. More salt than I know what to do with. And another axe. And more fishing tackle. Snowflakes are the butterflies of winter. Hello, butterflies. A knife! And a hacksaw. And heading back seems advisable. Oh! This is more or less the same situation I was in when the blizzard hit last time. Well, push come to shove, I'll harvest the axes for fur. Oh, that's interesting. There's a maple stick there that I had not previously seen. At least I think that's a maple stick. It is. How did I miss that? Oh boy. The wolf situation has not improved. Yeah, I typically have YouTube on pretty much all the time, playing something. Alright, we'll head up and over the island, I think. Shouldn't be smelly. Boar wolves. You know, the silly thing is... Oh, well, thank you. The thing is, while I don't necessarily mind getting into a fight with multiple wolves, I do tend to prefer the revolver for that purpose. Even though I'm actually technically, according to the game, better with a bow. There was there was a time back at the beginning of the channel on Wednesdays I did actually read Grimm's fairy tales. And then I would re-record them in a cleaner fashion. Audio recordings are surprisingly difficult to do. But if you really want to fall asleep to me talking or reading, I do have, let me see, I have, what's it, 4 hours of, I'm heading for that hut, I don't like this weather. I think it's about 4 hours of me reading that game company's end-user license agreement in terms of service. Apparently it's very good for putting you to sleep. If you want something more technical, I have another one in 2 parts where I read a scientific paper on the possibility of silicon rather than carbon for the basis of life, which actually was quite a fascinating read for me. Don't know about anybody else. So, yes, if you just want hours of listening to me, yeah, without ad-libbing, that is definitely there. I cannot help but feel that continuing on. But I did actually start trying. I did start reading. Oh yeah, I do have wood here. I think I am going to stop here for the night, which is appropriate, seeing as we come up for 2 hours. But I did try my hand. Well, obviously, if you go and binge watch or binge listen to Forgotten Aviation, you can hear me do aviation talk for hours on end. I did once try. I had an idea. There's a very niche novel called The Five Fingers, and I did think about and start recording that. And it is very difficult to keep a consistent tone in between sections of recording, and I don't have the technical skills to normalize the sound. But if you just want to listen, yeah, I've got content on this channel and on Forgotten Aviation. Well, I made a good decision. I guess I'm settling down for the night. So I think I'm going to bring this to a close for now, and I've forgotten to do the most important thing, which is take a screenshot. Yep. If Pseudo were here, I haven't seen Pseudo in ages. I need to check to see whether he's been online in Warframe lately. But I have no idea what he's been, if he's alright. But anyway, yeah. So that was very lucky. I'm very glad I put some fur in here. So we shall resume survival through a blizzard tomorrow. I am not taking the same risk I did last time. Yeah. Good news is I have food, I can do fishing, I can make water, so what you can't see is in a minute I will do a whole snooze, force a game save, and then exit. So thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for the likes. Much appreciated as usual. I will obviously be back this evening. Ooh, and thank you for the subscription. That is very nice to have. But I will be back this evening. with Warframe, and hopefully there'll be enough people not running the Shadow Grapher, that they can spend time watching me instead. Because last night I think everybody was running the new content. Let's see. Remember to hug your fur babies, your spouses, your children, not necessarily in that order. Be excellent to each other. Be kind to animals and children. You know, the kind of thing. I will see you all next time. Have a very good day.